Good evening, students. Just give me 2 minutes time. This. So last class we completed derivatives, right?
Yes.
Now we will start with the next chapter, that is applications of derivatives. Okay. So write down the heading for chapter 6, that is applications of derivatives. Okay. So what did we learn in chapter 5, guys? So what is that we learned in 5th chapter?
Sir, can you repeat the question, sir?
I asked, what did we learn in 5th chapter? What was the outcome of learning in 5th chapter?
So we learned the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions, log functions, and
Okay.
of x.
Basically, we learned the derivatives, how to differentiate different kinds of functions that was given to us. Means we learned how to deal the tool named differentiation. I call it as a tool because it has some application. Like how, see, if you have a screw at your home, okay, a screw is into your wall. How are you going to remove it? You're going to use a tool named screwdriver. If you have a bolt, you're going to use a spanner, right? All those devices are tools because they have some application. Now comes an important question. Why am I calling derivative or differentiation as a tool? Because it has some applications, which we are going to see in this chapter. So last chapter, we got ready with how to use this tool. Now we are going to apply it. Okay. So basically, if you see where this is applied, it is applicable in various disciplines like engineering, science, social science, and many other fields. Okay. So the first application that we are going to learn is called the rate of change of quantities. So what do you mean by rate? You have been learning this term since your ninth standard. So what do you mean by rate? Rate of something.
Anything with respect of time.
So something changing with respect to time is what we call it as the rate. Right? So suppose I ask you, there is a person who is moving from point A to point B, and let's say the displacement of this person is s. Initially the speed of the person is u, and finally the speed of the person is b. If I ask you, what is the change in displacement that has taken place with respect to time, what is it? Change in displacement with time, or I call it as rate of change of displacement. You technically call this as velocity. Or if I ask you what is the change in velocity with respect to time, you will call this as acceleration. Right? These are all the ways the physical quantities are defined. Now, when you talk about rate, there are two things that you can speak about. So rate, one thing is clear, something changing with respect to time, accepted. But when I talk about rate of change of something, I can talk about two types of changes. One is an average value, and the second is called as instantaneous value. Guys, am I clear? So rate of change can be basically classified into two types. What are they? They can either be an average value or they can be an
Instant value.
instantaneous value. Means what is happening at that instant is what we are going to see. So whenever you talk about average, change in the value of y with respect to time. Whereas whenever you talk about instantaneous, you call it as dy by dt. Are you guys able to understand the difference? The symbol itself will tell you which one is average and which one is instantaneous. So if you use the symbol delta, it is average. If you use the symbol d, it is going to be instantaneous. So whenever you are differentiating something with respect to time, what is the value you are going to get? If anybody asks you, the first application of derivatives, whenever you're differentiating something with respect to something, you're going to get the instantaneous value of something. Guys, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll go with another concept. For example, if I take a straight line, A, B, if I call this as x1, y1, if I call this as x2, y2, then if I ask you what is the slope of this, what are you going to say? Delta y divided by delta x. How did you get this? This is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Difference in the y coordinate divided by the difference in the x coordinate. So you got the average value of the slope. So here the advantage is with respect to a straight line, you can always find the average value because you take any 2 points on the straight line, the average value is going to be the same. Whereas if I change the straight line into a curve like this, then if I take a point here and if I call this line as y is equal to f of x, then if I ask you what is the slope of tangent, what are you going to say? Is it not dy by dx, guys? Which is going to give you instantaneous value, means the slope of the tangent at that point. That is what I've been telling you right from the beginning. Whenever you differentiate something, you're going to get the slope of a tangent at a particular point, and tangent is nothing but an instantaneous point, the other perspective to it. Clear? Am I clear with
Yes,
this?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you're able to understand. Now we are going to see how to handle this. That's it. Okay. Suppose whenever you have one quantity y which is varying with respect to another quantity x, which is satisfying the rule y is equal to f of x, then dy by dx or f dash of x represents the rate of change of y with respect to x. Okay, please make a note of this point. So if you have a function y is equal to f of x, this is how you make notes. If there is a function y is equal to f of x where y is dependent on x, then dy by dx or f dash of x represents the rate of change of y with respect to x. Okay, so there is another way to write also. Dy by dx, you will put a line like this or a bracket like this and you write x is equal to x naught. The meaning of this is rate of change of y with respect to x at x is equal to x naught. At x is equal to x naught means this is at a fixed point, whereas if you don't put that line, it is going to be for a generic point. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is all with respect to introduction. Now we have to solve the problems. That's it. Find the rate of change of the area of a circle per second with respect to its radius when r is equal to 5 centimeters. So it's a very simple question. See, 1 minute. Find the rate of change of area of a circle per second. Find what rate of change of area with respect to second dA by dt when r is equal to 5 centimeter. You're able to understand that line when r is equal to 5 centimeter. So what are the area formula, guys?
Pi r square.
Area is pi r square. Can I say area is a function of r?
Yes, sir.
So what they are trying to say here is, I'll make you visualize it. See, suppose this is the circle. Right? Let's say its radius is 1 centimeter now, or half centimeter, 2, 3. So what is happening is the area of the circle is continuously increasing. And there will be one particular instant at which r will be 5 centimeter. When r is 5 centimeter, so you're able to understand when it was 0.5, the area was something else. So with respect to time, when I dragged it, the area kept increasing. So area was changing with respect to time. So what is the rate at which, what is the speed at which the area is changing when the value of r is 5 centimeter is what we are going to find. So A is equal to pi r square, which implies dA divided by dt is equal to pi into 2r into dr divided by dt. Did you guys understand what I did? I applied chain rule. Because the differentiation was done with respect to time, not with respect to r. So dA by dt is equal to pi into what is the value of r, guys?
5.
5 into dr divided by dt. Okay. So now the question is, we don't know what is dr by dt. So let me read that. Find the rate of change of area of a circle per second with respect to its radius r. So actually what they're asking is, they're actually asking dA by dr. I'm sorry, I read the question wrongly. Okay, I'll repeat it. See, find the change of area of a circle per second with respect to its radius. So change of area with respect to r is what they are asking. So the
Sir,
steps
but
that they
what
could have
does
avoided.
rate? Sir, but what does rate mean, sir?
Rate can be with respect to anything. Rate generally means with respect to time only. But in this context, they are asking what is the rate at which area is changing with respect to the radius. So dA by dr is this thing. So pi into 10. So it is going to be 10 pi, or it is going to be 3.14 into 10. So 31.4 centimeters square per second.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Please tell me.
Sir, sir, when you took derivative, sir, why shouldn't the pi be 0?
Which one?
Sir, dA by dr, sir, equals 0
Mhm.
pi 2r, sir. I don't understand how, sir.
Okay, because I differentiated both the sides with respect to r. Derivative of r square is 2r.
So then the pi value will be pi, or will it change, sir?
Pi is pi only. The pi is pi only. That will not get disturbed. Pi, there is only one value, either 22 by 7 or 3.14. That is fixed.
Okay, sir.
So it is 31.4 centimeters square per second. Okay, it's a simple thing. Next. Next one. Let's see. So the volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 9 cubic. The volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 9 cubic centimeter per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 10 centimeters? So, given volume guys, did my network get cut?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, listen. Now see, given dV by dt is equal to 9 cubic centimeter per second, accepted? How fast?
Yes, sir.
So, surface area of a cube is how much? Let the side of the cube be A. What is the surface area of cube? So they generally mention it as surface area. It is a total surface area. Is it not 6a square?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They are asking how fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 10 centimeter. dA by dt is equal to how much? dA by dt, how fast the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 10 centimeter, when the value of A is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. See, generally you should not put this S according to physics, it is not, it is just 10 centimeter. Okay. So how to solve this? So we know that volume of the cube is A cube, which implies dV by dt is equal to how much? You guys tell me.
3a square.
That's it, huh?
3a square dA by dt.
Very good. 3a square into dA by dt. Huh? Rohan?
How, sir?
Chain rule. I differentiated with respect to time, no?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I understood.
Okay. But dV by dt is already given to us, which is 9. So 9 is equal to 3 into a square into dA by dt, which implies dA by dt is equal to how much? 3 by a square. Let me call this as 3. Is there any doubt till this step?
No,
No
sir.
doubts.
Okay. But we also know that area is equal to 6a square. What is dA by dt then? 12a into
dA by dt.
dA by dt. What is dA by dt? Is it not 3 by a square? This and this will get cancelled. 36 divided by a. So our job is to find what is dA by dt at.
A is equal to 10.
So 36 divided by 10 is how much? 3.6 centimeter square per second. Okay, this is how we solve.
Sir, while differentiating the surface, why did you multiply dA and dt, sir?
Same thing, no, I differentiated with respect to time. Chain rule, no?
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt in the previous question. Sir, we
Yes, sir.
differentiated the area with respect to the radius, then why is the unit centimeter square per second?
Where did I write centimeter? Did I? Oh, sorry, centimeter square per centimeter. Good that you brought it to my notice. The centimeter square per centimeter. Don't cancel them, okay? It is not centimeter. You should actually write it as centimeter square by centimeter.
Okay, sir.
Good that you noticed it. Next. Am I clear, guys? Till this point, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So it is 3.6. Now let's take another question. So a stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves move in a circle at a speed of 4 centimeter per second. Okay, I hope you're able to visualize it. So there is a lake into which there is a stone that is dropped, and you can observe the circular ripples that are being formed. At the instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? Okay, let's try to understand. I'll give you a procedure to solve every kind of problem. See, so try to break it into chunks. A stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves move in circles at a speed of how much value? 4 centimeter per second. So dr divided by dt is equal to 4 centimeter per second. Means the radius at which the speed at which the radius is increasing is 4 centimeter per second. At the instant when the radius is equal to 10 centimeter, when r is equal to 10 centimeter, find dA by dt. So you need to find dA by dt at r is equal to 10 centimeter. There's a question mark. Okay. Now what I'm going to say is, let r be radius of circle, then area is how much? Pi r square. What is that we need to find? We need to find dA by dt. You guys tell me. Pi into derivative of
2r
r. 2r
into dA by dt.
dr by dt.
Sorry.
Correct? No problem. So
Sir, are you
dr by dt.
differentiating with radius, sir?
No, I'm differentiating with respect to time.
So
We
then
should
why
always
dr?
look at it. If I differentiate with respect to radius, I would have left it with 2r.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Now listen. So dA by dt is equal to pi into 2 into r is how much? When the value of r is equal to 10 centimeter. So 2 into 10 into, what is the value of dr by dt, guys?
4
It is 4.
centimeter per second.
So it is going to be 85 centimeters square per second. That is the answer. Clear?
Yes,
I have
sir.
a doubt in the previous question actually, sir.
Yeah, please. What is the doubt?
Why didn't we substitute a value earlier, sir? That a equal to 10 value earlier, like in equation 3.
You could have done that. You could have done nothing wrong.
We can substitute whenever we want, sir.
Where in this case, here you didn't substitute is what you're asking.
Like there and in 3, equation 3 here. And
B by a square. This one,
I said that.
there you could have done. You do, you will get the same answer. Check and see. No?
Okay, sir.
It will be the same. Okay. Just give me a minute. Now let's solve some more problems. See, the example number 4 is the length x of a rectangle is decreasing at a rate of 3 centimeter per minute. So there is a rectangle. Whose length I'll call it as L and breadth I'll call it as D. Whose length is decreasing at a rate of, length is given as x. dx by dt is 3 centimeter per minute. There is a small correction I need to do. Somebody correct the equation.
Convert to seconds, sir.
Nothing to do with conversion. There is a keyword that I didn't.
Negative sign you should add, sir.
Minus 3 centimeter. What is decreasing? No. And the width is increasing at a rate of 2 centimeter per minute. When x is equal to 10 centimeter and y is equal to 6 centimeter, find the rate of change of the perimeter and the area of the circle. So perimeter is how much? 2 into x plus y. Area is x into y. Okay. So they're asking what is dp by dt and what is dA by. So how to get the dp by dt? 2 into dx by dt
dy by
dy by dt. So 2 into what is the value of dx by dt? Minus 3 plus
Minus
dy by
3.
dt plus 2.
2.
So 2 into minus 1. So it is going to be minus 2 centimeter per second. Okay. Similarly, what is dA by dt, guys? X into dy by dt plus y into
y into dx by dt.
dx by dt. So x into what is the value of x is how much?
Sir,
They
x
asked
is
us
3
find the
minus 3.
X is 10. 10 into dy by dt is 2
2.
plus y is how much? 6
y
into
6.
dx
Minus 3.
minus. So 12 minus 18 is minus 6 centimeter square per second. Okay.
Sir, 20 no, sir. 10
So
into
20,
2 is
sorry.
20.
20 minus 18 minus 2 centimeters square per second. Sorry.
We two,
So
sir.
20.
I think it's
Sir,
only
3
2,
plus
sir.
2.
Plus 2. That's right. So plus 2 centimeters square per second. Okay. So I want you all to try the next problem.
Sir, sir, that last step dA by dt can explain that x into dy by dt alone, sir. Like, why did you switch the values?
Chain rule, huh? Chain rule.
Sir, but here we're differentiating with respect to t only, no, sir. So then dx
That is
by
why
dt,
chain rule.
sir. So then dx
Actually,
by dt.
product rule.
Okay, sir. Product. Okay, sir.
Product rule actually. Product rule and chain rule combined. Actually, I can say it's a product rule only. X into dy by dt plus y into dx by dt. Okay. So these kind of problems are not there for you. So you need not worry about it. The cost-based problems are not there. So this is also not there. Okay. They are only geometry-based problems that are there for you guys. So find the rate of change of area of a circle with respect to its radius when r is equal to 3 centimeter. And you can do it faster. So A is equal to pi r square. So they are asking what is dA by dr. This is 2 pi r. So dA by dr when r is equal to 3 centimeter is 6 pi. Right? 6 pi centimeter square per centimeter is the answer. Similarly, do the next one and tell me what is the answer, guys.
8 pi, sir.
8 pi, sir.
centimeters
8 pi,
per
sir.
centimeter.
That's it, 8 pi. Okay, do the next one. You guys try this. Next. So the volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. So what is the first step you are going to write?
dV by dt is
by
equal to
dt.
8 centimeter.
8 centimeter cube per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 12 centimeter? It is something similar to the example. I want you guys to try it out. Okay. So what we can do is we know that volume is equal to a cube. So dV by dt is equal to how much? 3a square into dA by dt. Correct? So which implies dV by dt, substitute 8 is equal to 3a square into dA by dt. So dA by dt will be how much? 8 divided by 3a square. Let this be equation number 1. So what are they asking? Oh, sorry. It's a cube, right? A is equal to 6a square. dA by dt is how much? It is 12a into dA by dt. So 12a into what is dA by dt? It is 8 divided by 3a square. A and a will get cancelled. This will cancel it 4 times. It is 32 divided by a. 32 divided by a is how much? 12. So it is going to be 16 divided by 6 or 8 divided by 3 centimeter square per second. How many of you got this?
Got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got it, sir.
Good. So 8 by 3 centimeter square per second is the answer. Okay. Try this. So radius of a circle is increasing uniformly at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. So what are we supposed to write? dr divided by dt is equal to 3 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which the area of the circle is increasing when its radius is 10 centimeter. So dA by dt is equal to how much when r is equal to 10 centimeter, right? So we know that area is equal to pi r square. So dA divided by dt will be how much? 2 pi r into dr by dt. So 2 pi into r is 10 into what is dr by dt, guys? 3.
3 centimeters.
So it is going 65 centimeters square per second. Okay. An edge of a variable cube is increasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per second. How fast is the volume of the cube increasing when the edge is 10 centimeter long? dA divided by dt is how much? 3 centimeter per second. How fast is the volume of the cube increasing? So dV by dt is equal to how much when A is equal to 10 centimeter long? So V is how much, guys? A cube. dV by dt is 3a square into dA by dt. So 3 into how much would I substitute the value of A as?
10.
10 into dA by dt is 3. So it is 900 centimeter cube per second. That is the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next one, I want you guys to try and tell me the answer. Let's see if everybody's answer is common. I'm not going to do this. You people do and tell me.
Sir, I got 50 pi, sir.
50 pi. Is everyone getting the same thing? dr by dt is 5 centimeter per second. Okay. When r is equal to 8 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? dA by dt is
Sir,
equal
sorry,
to
sir. Sir, I didn't take R as 8, sir. Wrong, sir. Mine is wrong.
So dA by dt, let's try it out. Okay, try it again and see. 2 pi r into dr divided by dt. Yeah.
80 pi, sir.
80 pi, sir.
That's right. 80 pi only. You got 50 pi, yeah? Mithun?
Yes, sir. I took R as 5, sir. I read the question wrong, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. So 80 pi centimeter square per second. That's right. That's the answer. So good that you guys have understood. Okay, try the next one. No? This also you guys do it. No? The radius of a circle is increasing at a rate of 0.7 centimeter per second. So dr by dt is 0.7 centimeter per second. What is the rate of increase of its circumference? So circumference, let me call it as c, which is 2 pi r. So they are asking what is dc divided by dt, which is nothing but 2 pi into dr divided by dt. How much is the answer, guys? 1.4.
0.4 pi.
So pi in this case, if you take it as c, for because 1.2 is a multiple of 7, I'm taking it 22.7. So I get 0.2 into 22, which is 4.4 centimeter per second. Okay. The seventh one is also similar to the example problem that we did. You guys do it and tell me. Let's see if your answers are matching. I'm not going to do. Let's see who's first.
So is it, so the perimeter is 40, sir. Negative.
How much is? How much
40,
is
sir.
it? Perimeter?
Negative
40
sir.
centimeter.
Yes, sir.
Or minus
So
40 centimeter.
negative, sir. Minus 40 centimeter.
Your voice is breaking, Mithun. Perimeter is minus 40 centimeter per second. Correct, Ada?
No, sir. 20, sir. So sorry, sir. Again mistake. 20, sir. I'm getting 20, sir.
Okay, minus 20 is right.
I'm getting that. I don't know right or wrong.
Let's see.
Getting
dx by
minus
dt
2 sir, perimeter.
minus 2 centimeter per second. Ada?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about area?
Doing.
Okay. dx by dt is minus 5.
Sir, I got 2 centimeters square per minute, sir.
Guys, don't look at my screen. I'm doing the rough work. So x is 8 into dy by dt is 4 plus y is 6 into dx by dt is minus 5. So that is 32 minus 30. Answer is 2 centimeters per
Centimeters
perimeter.
per minute.
That's right. Right. So the rate at which the perimeter is changing is minus 2 centimeter per minute, and the rate at which the area is changing is 2 centimeters square per minute. Right. Next. Try this. So there is a balloon which always. So anyone else having a doubt? The previous problem, seventh one, is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's do the eighth one. Okay. So there is a balloon which is always in a spherical shape on inflation, is being inflated by pumping in 900 cubic centimeters of gas per second. So solution. So cubic centimeter is the unit of volume. So dV by dt in this case is how much, guys? 900
900.
centimeter cube. Yes. Find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases when the radius is 15 centimeter. dr by dt at when r is equal to 15 centimeter is how much? So how do we proceed? We have some data in our hand, dV by dt, but they have also told it is spherical. So what is the volume of a sphere? Volume of a sphere, guys.
4 by 3
Pi
pi
r
r cube.
4 by 3 pi r cube. So do dV by dt, that is going to be 4 by 3 pi into 3 r square into dr by dt. So 3 and 3 are gone. 4 pi r square into dr by dt is dV by dt. Now you have all the values in your hand. dV by dt is 900 is equal to 4 into pi is known. R is how much? 15 centimeter. So 15 square into dr by dt. One unknown, one equation. Solve it and tell me what is the answer. So this will go 225 times. 225 and 225 cancel. dr by dt will be equal to 1 by pi centimeter per second. I hope everyone is clear with this.
Yes, sir.
It's a simple calculation. Now you do this. No? Ninth one, you guys do and tell me what is the answer.
One 20 paisa.
How much?
1,200 paisa.
1200 pi. Yeah?
What I'm getting, sir.
Rohan, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat it again? Is it 1200 pi?
Yes, sir. 1,200 paisa.
Centimeter cube per second, correct? Huh? Anyone else with the same answer? So there is a balloon which always remains spherical and has a variable radius. Find the rate at which the volume is increasing with the radius of the latter. Oh, volume is increasing. It is given with radius radar, then you should get centimeter per centimeter. Then you should get dV by dr. It should be centimeter per centimeter. Centimeter cube per centimeter. So volume is how much? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Correct? Huh? They are asking what is dV by dr. That is nothing but 12 pi r. 12 pi r.
Yes, I
4
forgot
pi
to
r.
divide by 3, sir. It's 400 paisa.
400
4
pi,
pi
sir.
into 400 pi is answer. So 400 pi is the answer. Simple problem, right? Next one, how much is the time? 5:56. One last problem and we'll. Okay, this will take a little bit time. I'll stop with this, guys, because I have another class. So I'll stop with this. In tomorrow's class, we'll do the remaining problems. Okay. So in the meanwhile, you guys can revise the basics. And if there is any doubt, let me know in tomorrow's class. Okay. Is there any other doubt from today's class?
No doubt, sir.
No, sir.
Good, good, good. I'm happy that you're able to do it independently. Good. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.